everything for me. By the little things you do for me. You don't got to lie, no, no mienta. You don't ever have to hide from me. You can always open up to me. Let me get inside, yeah. Déjame entrar. We don't got to rush, no. Cause I'll be around for a while, yeah. For a chance to see your smile. It's up to you what we do. Let's don't overthink it. Let's just keep it simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, sincere. Let's keep it simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, sincere. I've been trying hard not to make a move. Hope you feel the same way too. We both know what we could do. So Lord, do it, joy. We're two-stepping all around the truth. Acting like we don't got time to lose. No queremos estar solos. And we don't need to rush. No, we wanna take our time to make sure the moment's right. What should we do? What should we do? Just us two. Let's don't overthink it. Let's just keep it simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, sincere. Let's keep it simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, sincere. I love how.
Welcome everyone to another episode of WeTalkTV. I am your host, Sean Parson Sean, whatever you prefer. Today's episode is episode 6. We speak on goals, dreams, and relationships. I do have a very special guest with us today. His name is Antonio Vizcarrondo. Antonio is a well-known actor, musician, writer, producer. The guy wears many hats. A good buddy of mine. And he's just one of the best persons you can have to discuss, like, you know, where you've come from, your background to following and chasing those dreams. He's gonna be telling us a little bit about his story. It's gonna be a ton of fun. I prepared a video package. I'll share it with you right now. Prior to bringing Antonio in. Sorry, I used to speak English. It's New Year. Forgive me. Thank you.
Smart, you moved this bitch to this little girl, because I know where that spot is at.
You think this guy, James St. Patrick, still work with Dre?
Well, it makes sense now, but nigga goes do be doing some strange shit. Why?
Since his kid got shot, killed.
Tyree?
The daughter, Raina?
Man, so let's see if we can, like, work it out. He performed with you tonight on the stage.
Hey, that's like the baby you used last time. Remember how you scuffled right above my head? Not again, baby. Come on now.
So what's up? What you think?
I mean, I guess so. Is it cool with Bernard?
Bernard? I don't need to talk to Bernard button up ass for what? He only really cared that you headlining his show and not Samson's show, like, for what?
All right, baby. You got it. Hey, bring your man side stage. I'll pass him the mic before I'm done.
Ah.
Hey, everybody. How you feeling tonight? Hello? So, you guys like to eat food? We're at we're here. They have food here. My mom, she always asks me, like, oh, did you like the food? And I'm like, well, did you see me unbutton my pants? Does anybody, like, know how you get drunk? Or how you know you're drunk? Yeah. Only babies and, like, puppies. Hey, sorry, I was going up before. have to go talk to the principal about my adjustment. And yes, it's as painful as it sounds.
Listen, I got class, so I don't have time to talk right now.
Yeah, okay, sure. This yours? Let me fix me in there. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Hey, can't we just chat? Right?
Chat. You want to chat or just chat? What do you want to chat about first? Should do something to you? Say something? If you had an actual reason, why didn't you tell it to the police?
Honestly, I couldn't. I still can't. I can't tell anyone, ever.
Without further ado, I introduce you to Antonio. Welcome aboard, Antonio. Hello.
Hey,
Hey, what's going on, Antonio? How are you?
I'm I'm good, man. Early day. I'm kind of tired, but I'm all right. I'm doing good.
All right, all right. So I was just giving a brief introduction of you, actor, musician, writer, producer. You have a whole lot going on.
Yeah, it gets confusing, but I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm trying to, explore one thing at a time, and I'm happy to be here with the NFT King himself. I think I'm gonna coin that term, the NFT King, and I think you dope. So yeah,
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
yeah, for sure.
Today's episode, I wanted to speak on what we're talking about is about dreams,
Mhm.
goals, and relationships, like the relationships that got you, that kind of helped you be the person you are today. I was
Oh
hoping,
man,
like you have like a busy schedule, like you're shuffling a lot of things going on in your life.
Mhm.
Like how do you manage
How?
to get everything
Yeah.
done in your day? Like, what does that look
I'll
like?
start from I'll try to like start you so as far as like managing my schedule, um I learn from experiences. So it's like,
Mhm.
you realize what you did wrong and what you could do better, and then what other certain other tools you could use. So like at home I have like four Alexas and I use my Google Calendar, I have Google Meet, I have my Zoom, make sure I have everything I need, and just try to like be on top of my schedule,
Okay.
and also not try to have so much pressure on myself because so you can't do everything. You're only one person,
Yeah.
can't do everything. I think that as long as you communicate to someone like, hey, I'm not going to be able to, and you're genuine, for the most part, people are like, yeah, I get it. They get it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I'm juggling, really between acting and music, which has been
Yeah.
great. And then as far as how I got started, or like relationships that got started, for music, I was always doing music first. Like I've been doing
Mhm.
music for years. When I was like in high school and
Yeah.
stuff like that. When I first got to college, I was like doing a lot of shows. The main groups, I met friends that were like doing choreography, and I was like, hey, I do music. And one thing I was always writing and producing beats and
Mhm.
singing my songs, and
Nice.
I didn't know how much of a big deal that was. Um, and I would open up. I would go to a lot of colleges and do like my own little tour. So I like opened up for like Chris Brown, opened up for Marion, opened up for K26, a lot of different acts, and then
Nice.
you know, uh, I'm a military brat. So,
Yeah.
who are Army all the way. And yeah, Army is, people don't know about NCO clubs and P extras and commissaries. It's a whole different world. So, when I, was on my own, um, I really was traveling a lot, and I just kind of took all those experiences and how to connect with different people. My background, my family's from Puerto Rico and Jamaica. My dad's from Puerto Rico. My mother's from Jamaica.
Oh wow.
So I was always trying to find myself within music, and I was able to get somewhere. But I when I got into acting, well, for music, I was doing all that. And then an ex of mine, it always starts with an X. It's always an X. Any entertainer, I'm telling you right now, any entertainer will be like, "How'd you get it?" It was like, "Yeah, this girl I was dating." This one girl told me,
I know a
"No,
lot about that.
yeah, right." And it's like, "Oh, okay." And then you're not with them no more. So,
Yeah,
well, yeah, ex of
they
mine.
paved the way.
That's it. That was what that was there for. I'm like,
Yeah.
God, why'd I go through this? I'm like, oh, okay, it makes sense now. But yeah, she was just like, I think you could be in acting. Really, she was in acting, and I saw what other people was doing. I was like, I could do that. And being Caribbean, like being mixed, we code switch a lot. You know
Yeah.
how it is. So it's like we're used to that. And being an entertainer, it just kind of worked out. I think she kind of got like, I think she kind of like felt the way because when you've been doing it for a while and then someone like in a year or
Comes
two
in
is
and
like,
just like expands.
yeah. So I was just like, okay, I booked some great stuff. And not knowing, I would say not knowing so much about people kind of helped me. Like
Mhm.
being, I always kind of been a genuine person in a sense. But it's not like, even if I did know, I wouldn't really care as
Yeah.
much. But some of the actors and some of the entertainers, they're like, you know who that was? Or yeah, this casting director, we're gonna go meet with so and so. And it's like, oh,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
like, there's no pandering. There's no like, yeah, and I do this and all. It's like, oh, cool. Is somebody saying here? Oh, what you got? You got something to drink? And I think most entertainers, they like that. So
Yeah.
yeah. So but yeah, that's how I got started into it. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
crazy. That's great. I
It's exciting.
I think to speak on the relationship aspect, I think
Mhm,
like when we all go through life, so on average we have about 80 years or more or less of
mhm.
life, right? And it's it's like, have you ever heard of something called like your soul's purpose or your soul journey?
No, well, I heard Soul Journey, but
Yeah.
I'll definitely want to get more about
So everyone has their soul's journey or a soul purpose.
it.
So they go through life and it's different experiences or different points that
Mhm,
define and builds on that experience until you're taking that knowledge, absorbing it into your soul, and then it's like maturing your soul to get you to
mhm.
that point where you're supposed to be, so the person you're ultimately supposed to become. A lot of that I'm finding in life comes through bad relationships.
Oh, I know. That's why, like, it's funny because I'm over here, like, making records right now. Like, I've been on a tear. I'm not gonna lie
Yeah.
between me, between whoever watches this. But yo, that time he made that hit record you heard, he made that around this time. So, like, I've been like those kind of that type of mentality.
Mhm.
I think all of the experiences, like, try to put it into the work, put it
Yeah,
into like as an actor. Um, acting classes and things like that are so great to
yeah,
work that muscle. And all the pain, all the hurt, whatever, you kind of take it into music. But
yeah,
obviously, in music, it could be like, you could be like,
yeah,
F everybody out.
yeah,
And
yeah,
people be like,
yeah.
yeah, F everybody. Or you could like flip it like, I learned my lesson. I'm on
Yeah.
the, like, I would say like
In
the
between.
Bruno Mars, Ed
Nice.
Sheeran, but then there's a side where it's like, I'm just like on some Drake, keep it real and have fun, like still have fun, like everything
Yeah,
doesn't have. I just don't want to be so emotional all the time. I just
yeah,
saying it's hard because they think you sing, you got to be like, and I'm like, can I just not do all?
yeah, 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 yeah. You just
Yeah,
want to be
yeah,
yourself. You just want to be
yeah.
yourself.
Every song don't got to be about a girl sometimes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree. I agree.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's like it's important to be able to channel all those experiences, because when you're acting or you're singing, you're doing your music, you want to channel certain emotions that you've
emotions.
experienced to spill it into your work, right?
Yes, yeah.
And I was looking at your VH1 clip, and I was looking at your power clip, and
Yeah.
I was looking at some of your early work as well, and
Oh, crazy.
yeah, I was just like, you could
You're like, he
see,
did that.
yeah, yeah, you could see it. You could see the progress
Yeah.
of your ability from when you first started off to as you matured as an actor. And you
Yeah.
see it in your work. It shows. It's amazing to watch, to be honest with you. Um,
Mhm.
and it's like you started off, you're a military brat. Um,
Mhm.
what was what like constantly moving, right? So you're
Mhm.
constantly moving. You're part of this entirely different dynamic that a lot of people don't experience. um
Mhm.
I moved a lot, but not. My dad was in the military in Guyana, so in South America.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, so when he came over here, I never lived there, never been there. It's on my bucket list for my
Got you. You
Guyanese
gotta
people.
go. I've been again. It's funny though. It's funny. Well,
Mm,
not to get too much detail, but
mm,
like I had X, but remember whatever.
yeah.
But yeah, I went to. I've been to Ghana. I've been to Ghana. Like Ghana's like go to the seawall and Verbies and all them things. Yeah, yeah.
Nice,
So
yeah.
I know. Yeah, I love Ghana.
Right.
Yeah,
I've
Kiss Kitty and all that.
it's on the bucket list. Just haven't made it
Yeah.
there. But when my
Mhm.
family came here, we started off as immigrants. I remember my they told me, oh, they came in with the classic immigrant family coming into America, came
Yeah.
$60 in their pocket, and then they turned it around into making something for themselves. So it's like
Mhm.
we moved around a lot because they were flipping houses. Like we buy houses, like
Dope.
handyman
Okay.
houses,
Yeah.
and like fix them up, and then we'd live there for like 6 months, a year, and then sell it.
And then be
I
out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I
That's crazy.
remember I was like maybe like 8, 9 years old with a putty stick in my hand, like but puttying up walls and using a screw gun. Like what kid does that, right? But that experience
Oh
was
man.
entirely different. Uh,
Yeah.
so what was that experience like? Because the army, the military is so structured and
Yeah.
like constantly moving. Like I would assume, right? This is an assumption that the
Mhm.
relationships that you've made, you'd have to one be able to adapt constantly, and then
Yeah.
two, as soon as you start new relationships, whether it be friends, whether it be like colleagues, whether it be relationships like dating, as soon
Mhm.
as you start it, it kind of like just like you have to move and then like readjust.
Yeah.
It's
It's
kind of
yeah. Plenty of those, like plenty of those like stories. Well, in sense of like for me, like I went to like for example, like I went to 3 high schools. I went to 4 middle schools. I went to like four. I don't remember how many elementary schools, but um. So at that and back then it was a lot different. Like
Mhm.
there wasn't there wasn't social media like that. There wasn't YouTube like that. There wasn't FaceTime. There
Yeah,
wasn't Zoom. You know, even like within our field,
yeah,
that's kind of the journey for me was like I had to find ways to get back in touch with people. So
yeah,
um, I remember I have like I'm originally from New York, from Queens,
yeah.
Southside Jamaica, Queens, and I'm the same thing. Like my mom and my grandmother, they came here,
Mhm.
and my mom was like she was older, but they came, and then my dad came,
Mhm.
and they had me, and even on like Poppy's side, like my abuela, she would like they would go back and forth from Puerto Rico to here,
Oh wow.
like like things ain't going well, we gotta go to Puerto Rico,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
come back here, type thing. Jamaica is like, no, you still staying here,
yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
yeah,
going back,
yeah, yeah.
like
You hear
just
it?
pack
That's
a
it.
barrel. Yeah, we just packing the barrel to send family, but that's it, that's it. But I say all that to say, and it was kind of weird. Like I kind of wanted to touch on like even just being like I guess I would say like a Caribbean American or Latin
Yeah,
American, whatever. Like in other states, that's one thing. Like it's weird. It's a little different. Like
yeah,
they you like a whole little alien Pokemon because the things that you might experience at home, that's not the normal thing.
yeah.
So, I made my friends. I mean, I would make my friends and everything, and then we would have to move. Like it'd be like some terms, the thing that sucks with the military family, well, I would say suck, but when I was structured, it would be when you move, you gotta clean that house. You gotta clean the house like
Yeah.
to the T. So they call it a GI party. So like Poppy would be coming in, it's like, oh, we got a GI party. You coming? I'm like, oh no, I don't want to go to this GI. So the GI party would be everybody, like my family friends, you know, they would come over and whatever, we would be cleaning the house, like the gutters and everything, and I would, you know, move. So it got real for me when I moved to Germany, because Germany, you know, it's a different country.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I went to middle school and high school. I went to like from like 7, 8, 9, 10. So I was there for 4 years. And you know, I speak a little German, like expresses in responsibility. And they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, that's it. We're gonna stop right there. Because I don't like I didn't even know what I was experiencing. Like I didn't like all the opportunities, I didn't even know. I couldn't grasp. But could you imagine, like, man, I can speak Spanish, German, English. I wasn't thinking like that. I was just like, it's cold here and it's
Yeah,
cloudy.
yeah,
And yeah, we're on base. So you know, I met people there, and it was a little sucked. I sucked because like I remember I had a girl, go with a girl. There was a girlfriend, and I was
yeah.
in 10th grade, and we were, you
Always
know,
the
we were
girl,
vibing.
always the girl.
It was always a girl. I know that's the R&B in me, but it was, you know, she was like, you know, we got the news like, hey, you know, we got Poppy got stationed to Texas, San Antonio, Texas, and I'm like in the middle of high school, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh man.
you know, so then and I had a girlfriend. It's like, so I go tell her, I'm like, hey, uh, I got bad news, and she's like, what, we breaking up? I'm like, no, no. I'm like, well, yeah, because
Yeah.
you know, I'm moving, and she's like, you move, like, what do you mean? I'm
And
like,
there's
yeah,
only
my.
payphones. There's only
But
payphones.
everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody, like everybody in the military, I thought everybody all the, like we all know. We
Mhm.
all know how it is. Like it's like
Yeah.
you moving. Everybody be like, you moving, aren't you? Like there'll be times where it's like people like, you moving? You're like, no, who told you that? Like it'll be like a rumor. Like,
Yeah,
no, I'm
yeah.
not moving. No, I didn't say that. Oh, okay, cool. Like whatever. But you know, but then you would meet people. Like that same girl, I moved to Texas
Mhm.
and I was in Fort Sam Houston, San Antonio, Texas, represent. And I was singing. I was like, yo, I was like getting all the solos. Like, who's gonna do the solo? Like Antonio's gonna do it. Like I guess. And I was winning competitions. Like they had solo ensemble, and you would win a competition. Anyways, a girl we had went to go sing at a school, and she there was other schools coming, and I saw her. I was like, there was another school coming, and it was
Yeah.
her, and I was like, yada yada. I won't put nobody's name. I was like, oh, and she was like, oh my God. And she gave me a hug. And
Mhm.
then she was like, oh, look at your face. It cleared up. I was like, shh. Because you know, I had like
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
whatnot. And
Puberty
that's
at
the
its
cool thing.
best.
Yeah, like the cool thing about the moving around, it was always like you had another you had another chance to
Yeah,
like be
yeah.
cool. So like I'm like, okay, this cool. Like I'm gonna be like, yeah, you know, yeah. Just the acting stuff, just the acting stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then like, you know, even with like my last name, like Vizcarrondo, they like the teachers always mess it up. So that was my
Yeah.
way. That was my way in. They'd be like, Antonio Vizcarrondo, I'm like, how do you say your last name? They're like, oh, Vizcarrondo. And they're like, oh. They're like, you know that new kid? Yeah, well, so that was fun. But I took all that experiences, even talking about it with you now, like I realized acting and all that stuff
Yeah.
that it translated to where I'm at now. And I'm just kind of like taking things as a blessings. Even when things don't work out, I'm so grateful for the opportunities that I've had to like work for certain companies
Yeah.
and put my best foot forward and still do what I love to do. And, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So to talk on the bad, right?
Yeah.
Was there ever a moment like what that like things got bad, got heavy, and which you
Mhm.
had to find a way to like climb out of it or just like dig in
Yeah,
deep and
for
just
sure.
like overcome it. I know, like for me, there's been highs,
So I was going,
there's been
yeah,
lows, right?
there's been lows. There's been lows. There's the lows, I'll tell you. So, like I would say, I like it's crazy. Like when I'm up, I'm
Mhm.
up.
Yeah,
Like I'm up. Like I'm like
yeah,
I got a check and another check and
Mhm.
another check. It's like,
yeah.
and then when I'm
You
low,
got a
it's
car.
like,
You got a car.
yeah. But then when it's low, it's like you got a bill, and you got another bill,
Yeah,
and then you got into a car accident,
yeah,
and this happened. It's like, oh, so I always tell people like, you know, most high, like if it wasn't for um like, you know, just having that mentality to kind of get through things, like
Yeah.
this is gonna be something I could build off of. Like it's gonna add to my story, or this is, you know, gonna be something I would if I didn't have that mentality, I don't know where I'd be right now. So like one of my lowest parts, like I remember I had like I had like a long relationship. Here we go. Long relationship
And another one.
and and another one. It's the same one. But a long relationship and you know, it ended so bad. Like it was so much crazy stuff that happened. And I was really hurt. Like I was really hurt. And then, you know, I was actually living, you know, we was living together. I was living with that person. We was like, we had a place together. And I know, like, no, I'm out. I'm out. And
Yeah.
then, you know, I'm out and I'm by my mom's house. And like, you know, it's worse to move out and then move back in. That's the worst. That's
Yeah.
the worst. You like, you know, especially with Caribbean, Jamaica, my
Yeah.
mom's like,
Yeah.
you back here? And I'm like, Mom, can you stop? Whatever. And then I had got into a car accident, like a bad car accident. And it was so bad. It wasn't so bad. It was really bad in the sense of like my car was totaled
Oh wow.
and like I don't even know how I had like an injury, like a little injury.
Yeah.
And it sucked because like while that stuff is going with entertainment, and this is what I would tell anybody, especially entertainers, anybody,
Yeah.
like you see these entertainers, like, you know, your favorite entertainer, they got stuff going on that you don't even know about.
Yeah.
And it's like while that stuff going on, you still got to audition it in.
Yeah.
You know, you still got people, you know, and you want to mend, you want to keep these relationships. You want to like, you don't really want to tell them like the certain ones that
You want to nurture
like,
it.
hey, I'm actually, yeah, you don't want, because then they look at you like, oh, you playing, or you're not focused. And sometimes that's not even the case. And sometimes it is. But yeah, so bad, you know, we'll move back, bad thing, car accident. And it was funny. One of my best friends, his name is Aubrey. I could call his name out because he's like, yeah, respect. We call him Roti. So Roti killer. He got needs as well. So it's like Roti. But we was actually getting ready to go to Carnival in Toronto, Canada. So and this
Carabana.
one, Carabana, you already know. Yeah, it was crazy. And you know, I was on that, like, you know what, that bad thing happened to me, and I'm like, no, let me just go out and get my mind right.
Yeah.
And then little car came, they blew the stop sign and hit me like, so like this is me, and it was like boom. I was just, like on my driver's side, and I was just, thank God, and then like I did have a little injury, but
yeah,
I was able to get out. But I spazzed on that. The girl it was some girl. She was just like, I was like, what the heck is wrong with you? You can't see the stop sign. And she's like, I stopped. Look at my car. Look at my car. And my friend came, but here's where the blessings come. Where the blessing come. So if my friend came, and he was like, my friend, because he was following me because we was getting ready to go drive to Toronto that night. And we needed 2 cars because we had other people. So I'm like, yo, I got an accident. And like this guy came out of nowhere. I don't know his real name. It's crazy. He said his name was Black, but he just popped out of nowhere. Like
there's all.
I'm like,
I
came out of nowhere. It was like you know how someone get into an accident and someone be like,
I can fix it.
Thing.
Yeah,
this what he did. Like, let's say you here, and it was like he was like, I saw the whole thing. I'm like, me, Aubrey was like, he was like, yeah, she blew the stop sign. I mean, you know, I could take, there's a shop right over here, one of my shops, and I could refer you to this place to go, you know, for therapy. You know, he get paid for that, and I'm like, yeah, because I need a witness, you know, whatever. And then it was like an angel in a sense, because I went to go try to get a car rental to still go to Carabana. Didn't have enough money. After I was like, man. And then I called the guy because he referred me to the place. He was like, I was like, yeah, I need to show like $200. He was like, where you at? And I'm like, I'm over here. He was like, meet me on Jamaica Ave and I'll give it to you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
so me and my friend, he's like, this. He's like, okay. So we go there. He pulls up. He pulls up window, pulls the window down. He's like, here you go. Right?
What?
Gives me 200, and then drives off. He's like, like I said, and I'm like,
What?
what is going on? And I was like, we going to Carabana because I just had a bad situation,
Yeah, yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
turning up. I need some Kes. I need some Marshall right now. You already know what time it is. So, those bad to put on that, like, I think those bad moments are, I look at it as an opportunity.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah,
perfect opportunity to say, you know what, I'm a proof. God, I believe in you, and I know you
yeah.
love me to the point where it's like, hey, I'm gonna get through this time.
Yep.
Here's a funny story, a quick funny story.
Yeah,
I was going for a job, a really great job that I
yeah.
wanted, and it didn't work. And I was gonna go bring. For some reason, I was like, whatever. They sent me a laptop by mistake,
Okay. Yeah.
and I was like, you know what? All right, whatever. And I get a call, hey, here to pick up the laptop. And I was like, I thought I had to send it back. And he's like, no, just I'll pick it up. He was like, got pulled up.
Yeah.
And he was like, why didn't you want the job? And I was like, I actually did. It's just, he was like, let me make a call. Yeah, yeah, I like him. He's a cool guy. He's like, just keep it. You're good. And I was like, I'm like, and at that time, I was just like really trying to, because, with COVID and all that stuff
Mhm.
and acting, I'm like, look, I got to find something I could do and be, productive and still have that flexibility. And that was like a blessing. So shout out to you, my friend.
Oh, no problem,
Appreciate that.
brother. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
for real, for real.
definitely, definitely. That's
Yeah,
like
but that's how I look at it.
I was also that driver in Jamaica Avenue.
You probably, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm like, because God got a sense of humor. Like,
Bro.
you know how Kirby's, you be like Duffy, like a
Yeah.
ghost, or like I always felt like that. And I feel like to get through in life, you gotta believe things are gonna work out. So
Yeah.
things are just gonna work out.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think when we go through these hard times, it's well, they say, God doesn't give you things that he gives you things that he knows you can handle, right?
Yeah,
But everything in
yeah.
life is a test. Life is in life, the test comes before the lesson, right? So we always have the test first, and then the lesson comes after. Um,
Mhm.
and it's just like going through that and understanding, like what what things will break you, right?
Mhm.
And it's like just like meeting people, going through these relationships, like these
Mhm.
things will break you, right? But you could either fold or you could rise up, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
no matter what like cards you're dealt, right, you could be dealt a shitty hand. That doesn't mean you can't bluff. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And that
Right.
doesn't mean you're shitty. It's just your cards are shitty.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly,
yeah, some
exactly.
people take it like, oh, it's me,
Yeah.
and then it's like there's not much you could do right here. But
Yeah.
just you're gonna go through your deck and you're gonna shuffle. You're gonna get another hand. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly. I remember when I was so I remember one time I wanted this 2000 Honda Civic Si, right? I was in just coming out of high school, and like I was in love with this car, right? I couldn't find it anywhere. I took
That's
my
it.
mom all the way to New Jersey just to finance
Oh,
this car for me, right? And I was working two jobs to pay for the car, right? Because we didn't have much. We didn't have much growing up.
yeah.
And I remember when I got the car, right? 3 days after getting the car, I was still learning how to drive stick shift, right? 3 days after
Oh,
getting the car, I hit the car, right?
oh.
Um, yeah. It was raining. This guy like hit the brakes hard. I tried to like gear down,
Stop. Yes.
and it just like slid, hit the car.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh shit, I gotta fix this before my mom sees it.
Yeah.
Luckily, right, only the hood, because the car was dropped, only the
Mhm.
hood was damaged. Went to the junkyard by Shay. I was like, oh, need to find like a hood. Found the hood, right? Then I'm trying to buff it out, right? Because I couldn't fix the one that was broken. And then I took the car after I fixed it, right? Everyone was going to Carabana, right?
Yeah.
And
Yo, Carabana.
bro, I
Yeah, we gotta
only
go.
I didn't have I only had temporary plates on my car, right?
Oh,
And I only had like $150 in my pocket, and everyone was going. Like I at first I wasn't gonna go, and then I just was like, you know what, like this shit just happened.
yeah,
I was like, F it, right?
yeah.
F it,
That's hilarious. Same
bro.
similar story. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I threw my clothes in a garbage bag, threw it in the trunk of the car, and I just drove down to
That'd be
Canada.
funny if I saw you out there. I'm like, yo, I know you. See you. Your Carib. Shout out to yo, all my peeps in Toronto. Shout out to y'all. Like that's like a Caribbean dream. Just because everybody know, like you have like different. Like I see like other ethnicities knowing about Marshall. I'm like, you know about Marshall? You know about? I'm like, this is crazy. So
Yeah,
shout out to Canada for that. Yeah,
facts, bro. That is
yeah, man.
that's the truth. And
You know,
but I was like, I was like, you've experienced a lot, right? So you've been through a lot,
mm,
from the highs, the lows, like growing up in the military, to like your music, like
mm,
letting your emotions speak through your music, acting, like your journey's taking you a far away. Um,
mm.
where do you see, like, ultimately what's the goal, like what
Yeah,
like where do you see, like where do you want to see Antonio in the next 5 to 10 years, like,
got you.
like
Yeah,
who.
I see. So that obviously could be a broad question. Like
Mhm.
personal goals, like owning a home,
Yeah,
you know, have my family,
no,
have a beautiful partner. We're doing
no,
things, we're working together.
yeah, I could hear her
Um,
in the background a little bit.
oh no, yeah, yeah. She actually brought me some chips and stuff.
Oh,
So,
I thought she threw the bag at you, like, oh, you talking
oh,
to exes.
I know. She was out there doing that. I said,
Oh,
no, but
oh, really, Antonio? Oh, really?
that's why I got these on. I got AirPods. No, I'm joking. No, but yeah, like by purchasing a home, um, being able to do more things with my family, my brothers and sisters,
Yeah,
my titis, tios, my mom, everybody. And then entertainment wise, like I'm actually getting ready to put out um, some more music. The whole like social media in general. If anybody don't know, that stuff is a lot. Like it's like make sure your banners, and because it's the
yeah,
worst for a person to be like, oh yeah, check my music out, and then oh yeah, and then they can't find you. Like
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like so I had to run tests, and my name I go by Antonio AV. A lot of people call me AV just because this is
Mhm.
quick to say. But like as an artist, I was going by AV, and people there's A dot B, and then
Yeah,
you can find me. And then I was like, let me just go by my full name just
yeah.
because it's very unique, and people could like
And you
see
pop
me.
up, right away.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So besides that, hold on one second. I'm sorry. Oh, I think I'm sorry about that.
No
But
problem.
today's snowman day. We're gonna go snowman shopping. We're gonna go get some snowman accessories and then
Nice,
do some
nice.
stuff. But yeah, besides, so I'm actually looking to put out a lot of music, and I see myself, really being, uh, known as far as like, like oh, I like this guy's songs, and he's
Yeah.
also in this show, he's in that movie. Um, I like to be particular, like my goals. I see
Mhm.
myself on a recurring role in a TV series.
Yeah,
I see myself, in a movie or two,
yeah.
or more. um, I really like sci-fi. I love sci-fi stuff.
Yeah.
I love drama. So those two things, and even comedy, like it all depends on the writing.
I could
Um,
definitely see you. I could definitely see you in
yeah,
comedy and
comedy.
drama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to do that. I've done little things. Well, you've seen I did some things
Yeah.
in the past,
Yeah.
but want to do more of that type of stuff. And I really am excited about where I'm at musically right now. I'm looking forward
Mhm.
to like just putting that together because
Yeah.
nowadays, you know, you don't have to be one thing. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not. I'm just an actor. I'm like, if I feel like I'm talented enough and
Yeah.
people like it, like why not? That's kind of where I'm at with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
so
Nice.
that's where I want to go.
So if we put you on the spot right now, because I know you have a song coming out, right? And
Oh
we
gosh.
put you on the spot, so give us a little taste of that song coming out. Would
Yeah, let
you?
me. It's early. No, I'm joking. Sure. I'm trying to think what song I would sing. Um, Cover, you mean, or my song? Doesn't
Your
matter.
song. Your song.
Well, he's like,
I
no,
want to
I
hear.
want the
I want. I
exclusive.
want. I want the exclusive.
Um, yeah, I gotta sing something like copyright because I got some new stuff. But I can't. I'm not copyright.
All right.
I gotta do the business. But the song I have, I just put out now. It's called Simple,
Okay.
and it's cool. It's like it's something I worked on. It's like a crossover Spanish, Latino, but R&B feel.
Nice. Yeah.
And, so I'm excited about that. Here we go. So it goes. I can tell you got a thing for me, got a little thing to do for me. You don't got to lie, no, no mientas. You don't ever have to hide from me. You can always open up to me. Let me in inside, yeah. Déjame entrar. We don't got to rush, no. Thank you. Cause I'll be around for a while. For a chance to see your smile. What should we do? It's up to you. Let's don't overthink it. Let's just keep it simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, sencillo. That's it. That's the first hook.
That.
Ba.
Yo.
Yeah, thank you. It's called Simple, and in Spanish, simple, sencillo. It's simple, and yeah, I'm excited about that tune. And I just
You
put it
should
up.
be. You should be. That's some. That's some amazing stuff, man. That's
Thank you.
amazing
No,
stuff.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I can't wait to. I'm looking forward to like performing, and I'm just trying to develop some other material, and we'll see. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No
I'll
worries.
come in. But yeah, we'll see. It takes some time to get the team and put things together. But that song is out. I'm on like Spotify and
Mhm.
Apple Music. Uh, I'm on Spotify and Apple. That song I put on SoundCloud recently,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna put it on the other major streaming platforms.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's up. It's up. Yeah.
I'd appreciate send me all of the info, right?
Yes, for
What
sure.
I like to do is like include it in the details for the video, so on
Mhm.
YouTube everyone can find it. Um,
Sure.
we actually have a large viewership in Latin America, surprisingly.
Respect. That's what's up.
Right? Yeah.
That's good. I like that. That is obviously a goal of mine. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for
definitely,
sure.
definitely. And then we can just put it in the details. We're also doing right now we're doing so we're actually hosting a giveaway. So we're
Mm,
trying to build up subscriberships for our viewers. So once they like, they
dope.
subscribe. Once we get to
Mhm.
about, I was saying like 20 subscribers by the end of January, I'm giving away a $200 Amazon gift card
Hey,
for a lucky subscriber. Um, so if you're watching, $200 gift card,
yes,
Amazon gift
yes.
card, right?
And he's good for it. He's good for it. You're gonna get it. I know. I already know. They don't might not know, but
Yeah.
that's a good price.
All they have to do is email parsonshawn423 at gmail.com, first name, last name, and then a lucky winner will be elected to receive a
Dope.
gift card, right? That's
I'm gonna repost this.
my side little push right there.
No, do it because I'm gonna repost it anyways.
No, definitely,
You know.
definitely.
Now then I'll just hold someone feet to the fire. Like remember, I'll put you on to that. So you gotta give me something. No, but that'd be good. I think that's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope.
One of the questions I like to ask everyone that comes on is like if someone was to ask you, right,
Mhm.
who is Antonio, right? We always go on these interviews, right? And a lot of the questions that you'll always hear on these interviews is, uh, well, like maybe like one time I was asked this question once or twice, right? Uh, Someone goes, who are you, right?
Mhm.
So I want to ask you that question because when I was
Yeah,
first asked it, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was kind of like, "What?"
yeah. You be like, I
Like
am
I,
me.
yeah, like who am
Yeah,
I, right?
yeah.
So who's Antonio? Who are you? If someone asked you, "Who are you?" Right? What would be your
Gotcha.
response?
Sure. There's so many responses that come to my mind every time. I always, because these questions come up and it's like, it just switches. It's like a new template. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, let me switch this out, see if this
yeah.
works. Right now, who I am, I might be somebody different later on. Like I'm rich. That's what.
In this moment, in this
Right
very,
now, I'm rich.
very moment.
No, I'm a creative. I'm a creative person, positive person that just likes to build experiences
Mm,
with people from all walks of life. That's all I am. Um, that's me. Anybody that knows me, they know like Antonio's silly, Antonio's driven,
yeah,
Antonio's creative,
yeah,
too talented, and I'm working on being focused, being more focused because that's what's gonna take me and to the next level. So,
yeah,
but
definitely.
that's who I am. Yeah,
I appreciate that. I definitely
yeah,
appreciate that. Well, Antonio, we are coming close to our time. Um,
sure, yeah, for sure.
right? If there's anything that you want to tell people, right? You wanna if you had to leave an audience with something that is like your catchphrase or who you are, or like you had
Yeah,
one message to someone, what would that message be right now?
sure. It would be one, every day is a blessing. Like every day is a blessing. Like
Mhm.
there's so much things if you look around, you think you might take something for granted. Like
Yeah,
people from other countries, people from other just there's so much that you can find to be blessed about.
yeah,
That's one. And it's okay to it's don't be afraid to be the first to do something. Like
I
you
like
can
that.
be the first to do something sometimes. We wait to see somebody look like us or do something, and it's like maybe it was just meant for you to be the first because it might be scary for you, but at the end of it all, like you led the way. Like you don't even realize people looking at you like wow. So you know, don't be the first. Don't be scared to be the first to do whatever it is you love to do. If you don't see nobody doing it, that's great. That's good. That's good. Yeah, and that's it.
That was beautiful. That was
Yeah,
beautiful. Yeah,
yeah.
that was
Yeah. It's true. I
touch
was,
my soul
I just
there.
no, I just rest in peace. Like Cindy 48 passed
Mm,
recently, and um, I was always looking at like him being you know Caribbean and
yeah,
like having so much success in America, like the first really, like
yeah,
brown skin like actor,
yeah,
black actor, and all those awards, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know he's Caribbean, like growing like, and then and I was like so intrigued by that, but I was like, yeah, he led the way in so many ways, like
mhm.
so many people look up to him for so many different things. So that's kind of I feel like everybody should have that mentality, like yo, lead the way, like you're gonna inspire somebody you don't even know. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm be honest with you. I think a lot of people that watch this and they hear your story definitely gonna be inspired. Like
sure.
you've done it all. Like you know, coming from that, from like just like being able to adapt to different situations. Because I look at it as you were a kid when your family was in the military, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's a lot to for any child. Like me as a single parent,
Hmm.
like I remember when me and my children's mother, when we separated years ago, we separated, and my kids are small, so now having to like just that function or that change, that little change, yeah,
Hmm.
it's they've grown into it because they're used
Hmm.
to it, but just being able to have to be raised in two different um parenting styles. So my children's mother,
Yeah.
she's more authoritative, so she's more of an
Hmm.
authoritative parent. She's like, I'm the parent, I'll make decisions, like you guys don't get to choose, this is what you guys are gonna do. And I'm more
Yeah.
of I'm
Well,
more
what do
of
you
a
want to do?
Democrat. Yeah, like what do you
Yeah.
guys want to do? Like what do you guys want to do? Like like, oh, do you guys
Gotcha.
sure? Like I'm more of like, give them the choices. Like let them
Mhm.
know that in life, we all make choices. But I want them to learn from small to be able to make these choices because as you grow, we're always going to be faced with choices, right? Everything we do is a decision. We decide to wake up every morning. We decide to get up out of bed, and we can either like chase our dreams, or we could like sit down and watch TV, or
Yeah.
we make these decisions. And I want them to understand that whatever decisions that you make, you can be rewarded, or there is a equal um, consequence,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Equal
because
outcome. That's like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, because
because
it's like you're in control at that point. Like you're in control. Like the outcomes you got,
mm,
you got to look back. What did I do? Even though, like, we talked about the lows and stuff.
yeah,
That's those are the things I'm thinking about. Like, well, what did I do? What,
yeah,
and now it's like, yo, okay, I took that on the chin
yeah.
and try to learn from it.
Yeah,
You
because
know?
life is reactionary, right? It's
Yeah,
reactionary.
yeah.
There's always cause and
Mhm.
effect, right? And it's an interesting thing. You know, everyone talks about destiny, right? Like, okay,
Mhm.
this is my destiny, or like this is at the end of the day, this is what I want, right? And or this is faith, or this is where I'm supposed to be, right? And I've always looked at it different, right? I
Mhm.
say like, life doesn't have life's only outcome, right? Is death, right?
Mhm.
Ultimately it's death, right? But who you become at the end, right? It's
Mhm.
not defined, right? Because if you think of it, like I could go to Florida, I could go to California, I could go anywhere in the world, right?
Mhm.
But how I get there, right?
Exactly.
You
You could
know,
you could fly, you could drive, you could take boats,
exactly,
whatever.
right? So
Mhm.
now we're all like, if we stay still in one point of time, right,
Mhm.
the outcome will be the same, right? Because we know we're staying still, right?
Mhm.
But it's like every move that we make and every decision that we make has one outcome, but they're all at the end of the day, those end outcomes are different,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So it's
Mhm.
like we're constantly changing our outcome, our end outcome, by
Mhm.
every move that we make. So there's still one end outcome, but it
People
might
gotta
be
believe.
different, right?
They got like if anybody watching this, if they don't understand and it's confusing, like watch Final Destination, and you're gonna see what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
fact,
Watch Final That's
fact.
what that
Yeah,
that's exactly what it's like. It's like you can't escape
you can't
certain
escape.
things.
Yeah, you can't.
So like things are gonna happen, they're gonna happen. It's
Yeah,
just about how you react to it when it happens. And
exactly.
then your journey is gonna be a little different. Like I could hate this journey, I could be sad
No,
or like on this whole journey, or I could be happy throughout
yeah,
this journey. And
perspective.
I'd rather just be happy.
Yeah,
Yeah. The end is
exactly,
gonna be the end. Yeah.
exactly. You could either cry for the rest of your life, or you could
Yeah.
choose to be happy the rest of your
If I was
life.
in Final Destination, that's why I couldn't be in Final Destination. They're like, oh no, we got. I'm like, look, I'm going to Carabana.
Yeah.
I'm going, okay. And
That's always gonna happen, right?
if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen at effect. Okay, that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters. Oh man, that's the best.
Bro.
Oh man. I need to make a song for that. If it's happening at effect. Oh, man. That's a hit.
That is
But
a
no, but for sure. I think I really appreciate the energy and the time. And yeah, man, this was great. I enjoyed it. Yeah,
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 definitely.
sure.
So I will let you go
For sure.
take care of your snow day, right?
Yes, thank you. My snowman day.
Your snowman
Yeah.
day. Make sure you make that snowman. Hook him up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture. If you don't see a picture on like social media, it's probably didn't work. Probably wasn't a cute snowman. I'm like, this is embarrassing. Like we just didn't work out. But I'm gonna try. And yeah, everybody watching this, definitely make sure y'all stay tuned to Sean's page. This make sure y'all stay tuned to this page because there's so much great things. I'm Antonio Vizcarrondo, and I look forward to seeing you guys wherever I see y'all. Don't be afraid to say hi. Yeah.
All right. Has been another episode of We Talk TV. This is episode 6, Dreams, Goals, and Relationships. I thank everyone for watching today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow Antonio. He's going
Yeah.
places. Like, just keep
Yeah,
an eye out
it's
for this guy.
Antonio AV. That's my handle is it's ITS Antonio AV. That's on all of them. So find me on there. I'll follow back or I'll send a like. Like, hey, thank you. Yeah, great.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace.
I guess. Peace.
I don't think there's nothing I can say that will make you change your ways. You're so damn stubborn and you're caught in your ways, yeah. You keep doing the same thing, the same damn thing. Do you really wanna have a partner, or do you wanna go solo? Please stop and let me know so I can really, really let go. Something like that. I can say you got a thing for me by the little things you do for me. You don't got to lie, no, no mienta. You don't ever have to hide from me. You can always open up to me. Let me get inside, yeah. Déjame entrar. We don't got to rush, no. 'Cause I'll be around for a while, yeah. For a chance to see your smile. It's up to you what we do. Let's don't overthink it. Let's just keep it simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, sincere. Let's keep it simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, sincere. I've been trying hard not to make a move. Hope you feel the same way too. We both know what we could do. So Lord, do each joy. We're two-stepping all around the truth, acting like we don't got time to lose. No queremos estar solos, and we don't need to rush. No, we wanna take our time to make sure the moment's right. What should we do? What should we do? Just us two. Let's don't overthink it. Let's just keep it simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, sincere. Let's keep it simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, sincere. I love how we are together. Me and you got something special. We could be each other's treasure. Yeah, yeah. Maybe we could last forever. Let's keep it simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, sincere. Let's keep it simple, simple, simple. Simple, simple, sincere.